Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives you?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gold Jacket, Green Jacket podcast. We're here for episode number 44. My name is Christian Dragonetti, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friend and Australian PJ professional, Mr. Joel Mitchell.
What's up?
Joel, mate, what's going on?
Same old. I'm actually kind of getting really excited now for Monday.
I know, Monday's coming in close. Before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to head down to the description. Our links are there for the longest day. Please donate whatever you can. While you're there, hit the subscribe button. We really do appreciate that if you could do that as well.
Do it at one bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Absolutely. All in one swift action. You can subscribe. You can donate to the longest day. And yeah, we look forward to bringing you guys more content about the longest day coming up. But it is...
We're getting closer to the goal. We've got still a little bit to go, but I'm going to be doing a bit of scouting, I'm going to say, on Thursday.
Okay.
Which is... yesterday when you're listening to this.
Yep.
Hopefully I've got the proceeds up and over the goal.
Yeah.
I'm going to be going into the clubhouse with a QR code going like this.
Yep.
Like, yep. So not like that. Not like, please give me some more.
Yeah,
it's gonna be,
but pretty close.
But it's going to be close to that.
Yeah. So
yeah, anyway.
But no, we do really appreciate it. It's a week away from the time of recording. Today's Monday the 9th. And we've had a look at the extended forecast.
Oh, boy.
And holy heat wave.
Oh, boy. This is going to be... This is even more of a reason to donate for the day, because not only is it going to be tough on us, it's I've also got a GJGJ longest day donation rundown. I'm going to say that Luke and Georgia actually provided us on Saturday.
Okay.
On Saturday,
So it's like of all the rules and stuff that we're talking about.
To sum up, it's just for me and Marcus though.
Okay.
So Luke's going to organise a couple guys to pitch in.
Mm-hmm.
So every birdie, I believe, is $2. $5. Every eagle is 10. Every bogey,
And he's going to put it onto the members to jump in and donate if we can get those things
so
done.
If he can get 4 members to donate $5 a birdie, the proceeds are going to go off their head.
Bunter.
Hopefully. And then on the other end, if we make a bogey, it's $1 per bogey coming out of our pocket. $10 per double and $5 per lost ball.
Okay, I rate
So
it.
shit like that. And then
Plus, then we've got our own rules that we're keeping
we've got
to.
our own ones that
So
Michael's going to hold to us.
Your incentive to play well on this coming Monday
He's even more so.
So high.
He's even more so. So yeah, it's the longest day. We want to get through the rounds pretty quick, but
There's an air of caution.
I'm still going to be like, okay, I'm not going to fuck around too much and just sort of tap putts. I'm still going to be like, right, okay, this is for par. I need to make sure of this.
Yeah,
'Cause
correct.
I don't want to fork anything out. Like,
No.
I don't want to fork anything out for the day. It's still,
And I think there needs to be, and we'll discuss this as a group.
Of course.
I'm sure closer to the time, but
course,
it's worth mentioning that we are going to try and play well.
Yes.
Of course.
yes,
We're all coming into a bit of form. We'll
Yes.
get into that in a little bit. But also we do need to err on the side of, hey, this is a challenge. And the challenge is not to play well, it's to play quickly.
yeah,
Right?
It's just to play 72, and there's
72.
The good thing is there's no time limit.
Correct.
We can because we're playing those first 2 rounds forcefully in carts. We kind of have to.
It's a massive head start.
It's a huge head start because we're going to be having plenty of energy for by the time the big heat comes in.
Yeah,
so
correct.
it's forecasted to be 38 on Monday.
Yep.
So by the time we sort of start our 3rd round,
Yep.
that's when it's going to be at its worst.
Raptor and Michael, if you are listening, my advice is to bring a couple of changes of clothes.
Yes, I'm going to be.
Probably,
I'm gonna bring you 2
probably,
changes.
I'll probably be doing the same.
Yeah.
Probably a
Yep.
towel of sorts so we can jump in the showers
and some baby powder because
plenty of chafing, plenty of rubbing is going to happen. I'm
Rubbing.
sure. We might have to try and employ a physio to follow us around for the day.
It's physio. Just lay down in the middle of the 7th. Righto.
But don't get me wrong, ladies and gents, we are doing this properly. We're going to be making sure that we're well hydrated, well protected from the sun.
Absolutely.
We're going to be doing all that sort of stuff because, that's the whole point of the day.
Exactly.
It's the Cancer Council that runs it. They know that it's in the peak of summer. It's the longest day for a reason.
Absolutely.
And so,
Absolutely.
we want to make sure that we're
some
doing the
groups
right
that
things.
don't even do 72.
You don't
That's
have to.
not even a dead rule.
You don't have to.
Some
you
groups
can,
do
you
36.
can apply to do as many holes as you
Yeah.
like from 18
Yeah.
to 72.
Yeah.
A lot of people do 36. It's a nice little wheelhouse and they
Yeah.
can just cruise and play 2 rounds of golf.
Yeah.
For us, we kind of see the challenge in 4 days.
Exactly.
When I first suggested doing it, I had the thought in the back of my mind that maybe we could make it like a GJGJ, like 1 day major. because it is that 4 days.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
if you want to try and implement that just to keep the scoring element a little bit fun, we can try and do handicap rounds, call it the
I
GJ
feel
major.
like it's going to be so hard to do that because last time we did that, our 4th round was complete. Like,
It was-
I don't think we
it
even
was a
putted.
ball ache.
I don't think we even putted the last round, and it was hot that day too.
Yeah.
So that
And
might
that's,
work,
and
but
that's kind of why I
this-
haven't really pushed it.
This monetary incentive is going to make that 4th round even tougher as well.
Correct.
So
There's gonna be
I wouldn't mind making all straight pars. Like obviously I want to make birdies and stuff to raise those donations, but
But if you can shoot even with a birdie and a bogey, like you're pretty happy.
I'm
Pretty happy.
trying to limit it to 2 bogeys a round if I can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway,
Speaking of rounds, let's get into recent rounds. Did you want to go first?
I will, just because you said you got 2 rounds.
Yeah.
You played both days?
No, I played Friday.
Friday and Saturday.
Yep.
Right. My most recent round was on Saturday morning. That wasn't organised until like late night Friday.
I love those.
When my old man called me, he goes, "Oi, like my group's pulled out on me."
Do you want to play?
No, not even that. Like, where can I go? Because I always check out. He always calls me before he books in, going, "Is this group all right? Is this group all right?"
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he knows enough blokes. He knows enough of them. But it's still sometimes that last minute thing. Yo, is this group good? Is this group good?
Yeah, because you know the members better than he does. And he just
Exactly.
wants to make sure he has a good day.
Exactly. He doesn't
Cool.
want to go in there and then this guy's like, oh, you know, and there's obviously some of them.
Yeah,
there's,
correct.
there's always, they're
There's always those members.
They're at every golf club that you just say to avoid, right? And you know who you are.
If you're listening to this thinking, well, I don't know any of those blokes,
Yeah.
you're the bloke.
It's like when a group of mates always has that second group chat without the annoying one. And if your group of mates doesn't have it, I hate to break it to you, you're the annoying one.
Yeah, you're not in the second group chat.
Anyway, it's exactly right. It's exactly right. If you think your golf club doesn't have any annoying pricks, you're the annoying prick.
Correct.
So he called me Friday, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm not doing anything on Saturday morning.
Let's go.
I'll just come play with you.
Yeah.
Right. And I checked, and there was 2 spots with 2 members that I know and like very well.
Sick.
Two
Even.
older guys, but it doesn't matter. I've high level of respect for him, except Carl. Fuck you, Carl. Right.
Okay.
He'll love that.
Cool.
And then Dooley as well. He's well within the depths of the Carlton Football Club. He's a very big investor of them and
Okay.
high impact
Last
sponsor with
name
them.
actually Duel?
No, Dooley. That's his first name.
Duel. Oh, okay, cool.
Anyway,
I thought you were saying last name. Go
and
on.
I've known him well. He's invited me to a bunch of MVP nights as well with the Carlton boys, and he's brought a few guys down. So I have a high level of respect for Dooley as well because I'm a Carlton boy. So play with them, and we teed off at 8 a.m. Teed off the 18th hole, and my front nine was weird. Like I birdied 1, 4, 6, and 9. Birdies on 4 and 6 were really good.
Okay.
Really good. Put them nice and close,
Yeah.
which was good. Nice sort of 4, 5 footers for birdies. And on those holes, like 4's a steal. I've stolen a shot and a half there.
Yep.
6 sort of got away with a bit of a weird shot, but it sort of worked out.
Yep.
And put that to about 5 feet as well. So, but I bogeyed 3, 3, 7, and 10. The bogey on 3 resulted from a missed 3-footer, 4-footer for par.
Jeez.
Hit it out of the bunker and just did something completely different than what I thought it would. 7 was a mistake with a chip shot. I just did not hit a good chip shot at all,
Yep.
which I was annoyed with. And 10, same thing. Just did not. I left it just front right in perfect spot, chipping up the green, and just left it 8 feet short and just missed
the putt.
it. Just missed it. So
But that happens.
I was standing on 11T, 1 under after birding. I birdied 9 to get to 2, and then bogeyed 10 to get to 1. And I'm like, I'm not hitting it all that flash, and not holding enough putts. Couple mistakes here and there. So I'm like, all right, this is going to be looking for a day to be about just a couple under sort of thing. Steal a cute few on the back 9. Then I had a putt roll in on 12, which was nice from about 6 feet for birdie. Then rolled a 15-footer in on 13 for birdie. Rolled a 6-footer on 14 for birdie, and then almost had a hole in one on 15 and tap in birdie.
Jesus.
So made 4 in a row to get to 5 under, and then finished par.
Yeah, right.
So it sort of went from 1 under to 5 very quickly.
Yeah, cool.
Which was nice. I was sort of waiting for that little stretch of something to happen because the body felt pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not hitting it amazing, but I'm not hitting it that bad. And the putter felt all right. The greens were rolling okay. They were a bit slightly bit softer because we had a bit of rain the last few days. So
Yep.
But yeah, I'm like, something's got to happen.
Something's gotta
Yeah, made those 4 in a row, which was really nice.
Nice.
And yeah, came like 13th in A grade or something like that. Which is awesome. I
Yeah.
was the only one to break 75 for the day.
Yeah.
But not the point. That's not what I'm there for. But I've been waiting for a little bit for some sort of decent round to come together because I've just been shooting a bunch of 1, 2s and 3 unders, which I'm not knocking.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to shoot under par, and I'll always love to shoot under par every round I play. But I haven't had that 5 or 6 for, maybe a month or so now, 4 to 6 weeks now, where I haven't really showed anything.
Yeah.
I'm sort of been working on those swing thoughts and, developing a little parts of my game to sort of produce some sort of number. And yeah, the 4 in a row just helped. I just happened to go on a little bit of a run on my final 7 holes sort of thing. So I'm not going to make make everyone think that's what defines my form now. That's not what defines it. Like I had 8 birdies on Saturday, which was nice. I finally sort of racked up the birdies again.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's the start of something because now I've like got the taste of it now. I just needed to see one or two go in consecutively and then we're off.
Yeah.
Right. And so then the confidence sort of built and I was able to find a bit of momentum. So hopefully that's a good thing to come. So yeah, had 66 and actually went out. I had like a plus 6.8 dropping off or something like that. So I went out.
Yeah.
So I went out 0.3.
Yeah. Far out.
Which was nice. Fuck. And you?
Fuck yeah. Not very similar, but like similar outcomes in terms of handicap and where it all goes. I'll tell you in a sec. So I had 2 rounds on the weekend as we discussed. Friday and Saturday I had an RDO Friday, so I made the most of it. And then Saturday, standard round with the boys, right?
That was fantastic.
Yeah, good.
Anyway.
It kind of starts on Thursday night though. So Thursday night after work, I went to the physio, got a a pummeling from the physio, and I told him, I said, "Hey, am I going to be right to go play holes after this?" And he goes, "Yeah, go." All right. Yeah. So he's like, "Just don't go too hard." He's like, "If you feel sore, give it up." I was like, "Sweet." So I went and met Michael SGM at the club, and we played holes. And the only thing I wanted to do was just swing it easy and just focus on just tempo.
Yeah, moving the body properly.
The first 2 swings I hit driver off 1, right, which first swing of the day, well, I shouldn't have done. First, I hit 2 balls, both of them topped, like just because the body was just so weird.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it felt
I was like, all right, who cares, whatever, move on. Dropped the ball down middle of the fairway, 145 out, grabbed 8 iron, stuck it to that.
And you're like, oh.
And I'm like, oh. And Michael goes, that was nice.
Yeah, that was
and I'm
good.
like, sick, no dramas, let's carry on from this. And for the rest of the Thursday night, I proceeded to just strike the ball incredibly.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And so, funnily enough, I was in that mindset of, don't I play tomorrow being Friday? Because, like, we're playing Saturday.
Dip the big toe in.
Do I dip the big toe in? I can do other stuff at home. Like, Michael just looks at me and goes, bro, you're going to play. You know you're going to play.
Yeah, you know you're going to do it.
You're an idiot.
Dude, you know better than that.
Correct.
You've had days where I've played with you on a Saturday and you're like, I'm giving up. This is fucking it. I've had enough. And then you call me the next day. You want to play tomorrow?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Of course you're going to play.
100%. And so I was umming and ahhing. I was like, I'm getting the car serviced. I might just go home and get breakfast with the missus and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Michael just goes, you're going to play. Shut up.
Yeah.
Rocked up on the Friday, did the full warm. So I played, right?
Yeah.
Rocked up on the Friday,
Oh,
did
what
my
gave that away?
full warm up, did everything right, and again just started crisping everything
Yeah, good.
out of the middle. We worked on a bunch of swing changes, and I'm like, right, just put all that into play, swing it nice and easy.
Yeah.
Don't step on anything.
No.
And I hit 14 greens in regulation on Friday,
Good.
and I had 35 putts
Oh,
for 77, which was 37 points.
it's good.
So the score's there.
Yeah.
The putting was woeful.
See, it would have felt like that because you hit more greens. And
Correct.
keep going with your rounds because this actually
Right.
branches on what I'm going to bring up.
Right.
Yep.
And this is the reason why I'm going second.
Yeah.
Right. So I was really happy with the round. 37 points. Haven't broken 36 for a while. I'm like, all right, cool. Could have easily been 39-40. Right. Easily been 39-40. And now I'm thinking we're kind of back. Driver was a little bit array. The irons were a lot better. What have you done?
Nothing.
You're all good?
Nothing. Yeah, I'm just making sure. I'm just
Okay.
playing
Stop
with my own
fiddling
mind.
with the cord.
No,
That's
the
probably
chord's fine. I'm just making sure I can hear shit.
Yeah, good. Driver was a bit array. The irons were really good. The wedges were okay. Didn't really have to hit them, which was great. Putting was dog shit. Friday,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Saturday, I'm like, well, let's just try and carry this in again another day.
Yeah.
I get home Friday and I'm like, it's like 8:30 at night. And I said to the missus, I can't believe how good my body feels right now.
Yeah.
Like I've played holes on Thursday night and today after a physio appointment on Thursday. I should be like hunched over.
Broken, yeah.
Dead.
Yeah, you should be
right?
broken.
But I'm thinking, fuck this. The hips feels great. The arm feels great. The elbow's good. I'm like, let's go. Let's go attack. You were saying last week you got to know when to attack.
Yeah.
I'm like, we had a good round
know when to
today.
do it.
Let's go fucking attack.
Branch on it. Yeah.
Branch on it. Saturday rolls around, same sort of deal. Routine doesn't change.
Like
Everything
knowing
went
when to
well.
hold them, when to fold them.
Correct. And I'm thinking it's balls to the wall today. Like we're going to have a crack. Right? Yeah. The ball striking wasn't quite there like it was on Friday.
Yeah.
But the up and downs that I made Saturday compared to Friday, I think I had like 24 putts on Saturday.
24?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
You
compared
should
to
have shot even. What'd you have?
78. I just made mistakes off the tee box where I'm like chipping. Like driver was a little bit off. The irons were a little bit off.
Yeah, okay. So you're probably putting for pars and bogeys.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
I'll show you my scorecards here. So that was Friday. I sent you that.
That's
I
solid. I like
that's
that.
better. So it's like what? I parred the first 4 holes. I shot 1 over on the front. And I know you're going to get upset about this.
This brings me to my topic real quick.
Right.
This brings me to my topic.
And this
So finish off with yours.
And this was Saturday.
Okay, so 1 blemish.
1 blemish on Saturday on
1
3.
blemish. I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
That's a decent scorecard.
I don't mind that.
Your issue, and this
There's a fucking... Okay,
right?
so...
And I rang you after Friday and I sent you the text of the scorecard and I said, hey, like this is all good.
And I blasted
And
you.
you blasted me and you gone, you and fucking Michael have the same fucking problem. I'm like, what's that? And you go, bogeys on fucking par 5s.
That is one of my...
It's cardinal sin.
It's one of my biggest... It's not even a pet peeve. It's just for better scorecards, it's a huge no-no, especially if you're a single-figure golfer.
Correct.
So... This is what I've expressed a lot to Michael. He goes, how do I reduce scores? And I said, and it's like taking Tiger's 5 steps of improvement into account. No blown easy up and downs, no 3-putting, no bogeys on par 5s,
Right.
shit like that. Just simple stuff. It sounds easy, but the number 1 golfer of all time does 5 simple steps.
And he won 15
And
majors.
he's won he's done all the shit he does by following 5 simple steps, and of course, and change, but not the point.
Correct.
So I actually sent a message to Michael, and it was...
And you said it to me as well.
I sent it to you as well. Michael sent me his scorecard from, was it Saturday?
Saturday.
So, which I looked at it, I'm like, fantastic. That's
he played
good.
really well.
That's good. 38 points. We're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, had that 1 blemish, but you're allowed to.
Yep.
1 blemish is fine. Right? But the number one thing that stood out to me, he branched on, a couple too many bogeys. I said, bogeys are okay. You can accept bogeys playing off anything of, even into the double-digit range, even playing off 6 or 7. A couple bogeys here and there's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Doubles,
It's where you get them.
Doubles, you just got to kind of eliminate as best you can.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 round you can escape with, but you got to back it up somehow with maybe a birdie or 2.
Yep.
Right? But I said, mate, bogeys on par 5s, dude. I
Yeah.
said, you gotta get rid of them.
Gotta get rid
I
of
said,
them.
you have to get rid of them unless you lose a golf ball or 17 putt.
Yeah.
I said, that's the only way. I said,
Yeah,
otherwise,
correct.
par 5s are your get out of jail free. That's how I think. I step onto a par 5, I'm like, I can breathe now.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Even if I'm in a good or bad round, the second I step onto a par 5, I'm like, beautiful scoring hole. No matter what it is, no matter what the hole looks like, it's a par 5. Right? So it made me so mad because you made 2 bogeys on par 5s on Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
And so did Michael. He was over par on par 5s.
Correct. Let me explain.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't.
No. Shut up.
All right, fair enough.
We
Sorry.
teed off on 10 on Friday. So 11 was the second hole of the day.
Yeah.
What did I do on Yes. On Friday, I hit 2-iron down the fairway. So I
Yeah.
found fairway with 2-iron off the tee.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, all right, sweet, we're on. Like, let's go. Pulled the next, because 2-iron to 11 for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Pulled the next one left, was under a tree, had to like bump and run an 8-iron, and it just came off hot.
Yeah.
Right? So I've hit it through the green, chipped on, 2-putted, made 6. Right? Because the chip
just
wasn't great.
compounded.
The
It just
stuff
compounded.
I was sitting, I know it compounded, But from that chip out under the trees where I went through the green, I was sitting in absolute like crap.
Yeah.
It was scattered lie. There was a tuft of like grass.
weird.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
If I had my time again, I'd probably take like putter or like 3-wood and just like roll it up the deck.
Yeah,
It was just in absolute garbage,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I was convinced I wasn't going to make up and down with that lie. So like that one of all the bogeys I made on the par fives, I'll cop on the chin. Right.
Okay. It was just a snowballing of mistakes.
Snowballing
Okay,
a couple of bad mistakes.
Yeah.
One was unlucky. Like whatever.
Anyway.
Birdied 14, which was fine.
Let's just go with par fives. What was your other bogey on Friday?
9, which was 18,
Yeah.
right? Just flared driver right into the absolute goomb.
That's all right. Then what
And
you do
then-
from there?
Hit 2-iron, like it tried to hit a low little cut with 2-iron out, which I've got that shot all.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just didn't cut. So I ended up out on 10.
Yeah. Did you have a shot at the green?
No.
Okay.
No. Right? So I'm then trying to punch out, keep one low, and 9 green, no matter what the conditions are, is the fastest green.
nines.
Is the fastest green.
Nine's
So I'm
diabolical.
trying to hit like an 8-iron 75 meters, which is just not happening. Right? Chip an 8-iron 75 meters to run it along the deck. Rolled out, chipped on, 2-putted, made 6. Right?
Yeah.
But that one I'm actually
Yeah.
pissy about. Moving into Saturday,
Yeah.
I only had the one was 4. So pull driver hard left.
Four is the only one where it's like, unless you get, like, if you get a good drive away, I have zero sympathy for making a bogey.
Correct.
If you flare a driver either side, it's like, look,
It's tough.
it's tricky because fucking anything can happen right or left of 4.
So let me tell you the difference like between the 2 days on 4, because I put driver in the same spot pretty much. Left. Friday, I was just left enough to hug the left-hand side, go left of the tree line, hit like a 4-iron through a gap.
Yeah.
Did it, made 5. No dramas.
Okay.
Right? Saturday, I wasn't quite left enough, so I'm then having to chip out onto the fairway and then pump 4-iron up up to the green. Did that, left myself short because I didn't hit it great, but I was just on the top edge of the bunker, so I'm like chipping from the top of the bunker to like a back pin, got like a really sandy lie, didn't account for it, and then left it short, 2-putted.
Yeah.
Right? That was that. 9 has been a troublesome hole for me for ages. Did a very similar thing on Saturday to what I did on Friday. I can understand completely, right? I look back at all the par 5s we've got at Heidelberg. So 4 straight up the hill, easiest hole on the golf course if you get it on the fairway, right? 9, tough green, relatively easy again.
Nine's a hard green. I can back that. If you miss the green, unless you miss it long, it's such a tough up and down.
It's a very tough up and down.
I'll pay that.
But again, all 4 holes you need to get a good tee shot away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All 4 of them.
I agree.
It's a common theme of our golf club
And
across all holes.
4's probably the only one that has a tough driving hole. 4's sort of tough off the tee. I admit that.
For someone, you're a little bit longer than I am. So, like, for someone of your length and your confidence to be able to hit driver into certain places, it's a little bit easier
Even still,
off the tee.
I still stand on 4 going, you still have to slot one.
You have to slot
You
one,
have to slot
100%.
one.
But of all the par 5s we've got, I have the most confidence on 4.
Oh, I'm the complete
Because it's
opposite.
complete straight away. Like, it's all in front of you. Find the shortest grass you can find.
Yeah, I'm complete
Right?
opposite, yeah.
Where you start taking dog legs into account and it's, downhill dog leg on 9, it's flat dog leg on 11. You got to land it on a dinner plate. I've said it time and time again with driver.
11's a tough driver.
11's
I'll
a
give
tough.
you that.
It's 2-iron for me. Or if it's 4-iron, 2-iron, I will never touch a metal wood on that hole.
I
Never.
used to not, but now I do. Now I hit dog.
Yeah, that's fine because you've got that ability to do it. As someone who plays twice a week and I don't get out to the back 9 that often, I'm not trying.
I haven't actually expressed this to Michael yet, but he said the same. He did the same thing. So he had that good round on Saturday, with bogeys on 9 and bogeys on 14.
Yeah.
Or bogeys on 11.
See, I can't remember his. Hang on, let me.
I'll actually just quickly get
Hang
it
on,
up.
hang on. I've got it here. I got it here.
Sorry, bogeys on 11 and 14.
11 and 14. Yeah.
Right? And bogeys on he bogeyed 2 and 7 on the front 9, that's fine. Bogeying 2, that's fine. Bogeying 7, that's fine.
And
they're
5.
They're not easy holes. 5, a little bit shitty, but
5's a crap hole to bogey.
that's a crap hole. But it's fine. He didn't let anything compound. He parred both the par 5s.
Yeah.
Nice work. Right. Bogeys 10, it's okay, fine. That's fine. A little bit of blemish. Bogeying 11, no. Birding 12, yes.
Yeah. Great hole.
Bogeying 13, take that. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's regulation.
Tough hole.
Not hard hole. Bogeying 14, yes, it's 540 fucking meters.
Ain't playing it.
But it doesn't play that. You can hit driver to the corner and just chip something down there, chip something to 60 out, and just yip it onto the green. That's fine. Doubling
Correct.
16. Look, he plays off double figures now. He won't very soon. Playing off double figures now, you've got to expect a bogey to creep in. A double to creep in. 16, maybe not the hole to do it on.
No.
But, it's still human error.
16, I think he tugged driver left.
That doesn't help.
And then got unlucky with the shot out, I think.
So my biggest gripe was not the double bogey, not the fact that he didn't shoot under par.
Yeah.
Same with you.
Yeah, but it's double bogeys on par fives. Oh, sorry, it's bogeys on par fives.
It's just bogeys on par fives are double bogeys. That's how I see them.
I've been thinking about it because since you mentioned it to me over the weekend, you in your professional exploits in this sport, you're looking at par fives unless they're 650, right? You're looking at par fives as par fours with an extra shot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you make par on those holes, it's birdie. Right? You're getting rewarded. So your mentality is a par five is just a par four, but it's an extra shot.
Yeah, if I make par.
So all you got to do is just go and make four.
If I make par, I haven't dropped a shot.
Yeah.
But
you're still losing a shot on the field because you're expecting everyone else to go out and make birdie.
Yeah. If I'm playing a professional event and I make a par on a hole that is birdieable, especially par five, it's like, it feels like a bogey.
This is where it comes down to. I think the amateur mindset for par fives is, okay, they're going to be long, they're going to be tough, they're going to be hard, right? No. Because they're just long, you're thinking, I'm definitely hitting driver 3-wood because they're the two longest clubs that I've got. Not necessarily. People don't see it as if I get a good drive away, if I can hit a decent second shot, all I've got to do is make up and down and I make birdie.
Yeah.
If I leave myself a short chip or a 2-putt, even off the green, I can make birdie on this hole.
Because of the length of par fives, generally at a golf club, par fives you're going to have a shot on.
Yeah, 100%.
Generally. Unless it's a shorter, pretty gettable par five.
Yep.
Right? So at Heidelberg,
the only one I get a shot on is 14.
Is 14 really? It's because of the length.
It's the second rated golf.
540 meters. That's a long hole. No one at your golf club, apart from yourself and a couple pen players, will get there in 2. By length.
Yeah.
By sheer length. You got to hit 2.
But even then, I reckon in the last 3 years, I might have gotten there in 2 twice.
Yeah, but after you've absolutely shelled a driver down there.
Correct.
Hit a long one down there, you've got 200 in, right?
Yeah.
Because it's all downhill, by the way.
It's all downhill.
Not the point. It's par fives are only hard because they're length, and the greens are generally tricky because they're par 5 greens when they're catering for the players that can get there in 2. So for your club golfer, I've said this to many people before. You see myself or you see professionals hitting driver 6 irons, 5 irons, 4 irons into these par 5s.
Yep.
Don't forget they're hitting it 50 past you.
Yep.
They hit it straight and they can have control of their golf ball.
Yep.
Someone playing off 12 or even someone playing off 6 like yourself, you have a lot of control. You usually have a lot of control of the golf ball within your own respects.
Correct.
Getting to a par 5 in 2 doesn't happen. Happens 1 in 10.
Yep.
Right? So hitting driver where you can on a par 5, where you feel comfortable, fantastic. Other than that, you don't need to.
No.
I've said to Michael before, go 200, 260 meters.
Yeah.
I said, are you good from 60 to 80 meters? He goes, yeah, I can hit the green. Beautiful. Make par, fucking move on.
And that's the thing.
You generally will make 5 for 3.
I think I use 11 a lot for this example. I've said it before. If you're going to hit driver on 11, you need to land it on a dinner plate.
Yeah,
it
11's
does
hard.
not. The bigger you are, the smaller that dinner plate gets.
I've
You go
noticed
from a dinner plate to a saucepan that you put a cup of tea on, right? It is a tough fucking hole from the tee box, right? Because it's short and then it's sharp.
Let's resort it back. Let's go to Rosanna now. So, for example, the only par 5 on the front 9 is 9. So 9, you have a fucking driving range to hit onto. 9, I find for your everyday club golf is the easiest par 5, and here's why: you have a driving range to hit onto. Yes, you have river right, which everyone seems to cut it into because it's all that you can think about.
Yep.
Right. You have a driving range to hit it onto. Bun it out there, 180 to 220, somewhere around there, 180 to 200. Right. Hit it on top of the hill to 110 out, 100 out. Right, just hit something up there, hit it left, it will funnel down to your right. That's fine, right? And then you've got a planet of a green to hit
Then
it
you got
onto.
110 meter par 3 for par.
Exactly. Then you've got 100 meters for you to hit 3 shots. You, like, just hit it up there somewhere.
And this is-
2-putt. And then 12 is a tough green, I'll give you that. But hit a drive down there somewhere, stay away from the river, hit it right, hit it short. If you make it on the green, awesome. Hit it short left, 2-putt. Just 2-putt. And then 18, same thing. 18 has a tough hole. Hit it down there. Avoid left.
Yep.
Avoid left. Just know you're going to hit it right. Even if you hit it in the trees, it doesn't fucking matter.
No.
You've got now another driving range to hit it onto.
Yep.
Like 18 is so spacious down there.
So huge.
Hit it to the short of the bunker, which is once again within 100 meters. If you miss the green from within 60 to 100 meters, you probably deserve to make a bogey because those bunkers are fucked. But hit it on there somewhere and just 2-putt.
Yep.
Like it's
What
for
you're-
anyone playing off 15 or more, a bogey is par.
Yeah, of course.
So anything from 12 or less, I'm expecting you to make
5.
bogey 1 out of 4 times
Yeah.
out of every par 5 on a golf course.
Yep.
That's it. Not 2 or 3 or 4.
No.
Nothing more than that. That's my expectation.
And honestly, it's been a thought of mine for a while. Because par 5s I was horrible on for a long time. So
Is it because of the expectation that you should make birdie?
Correct. Right. So you get a bit ahead of yourself and you kind of almost get the idea of, well, this is a pretty, I've got the length. So this is a pretty easy hole for me. So I'll just cruise it and I should make 5.
Yeah, no.
Right. Not even close. Playing 11 the way I do has caused me to think about the rest of the golf holes, the rest of the par 5s, the way that I do. Right. Breaking it down. Like you've just said, can you hit a 200 meter shot, a 200 meter shot, and then a 60 meter shot to get onto the green in regulation? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
There's no reason to hit driver.
Of course, easier said than done.
100%.
Like if you have the confident mentality to just go do that, just have the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
You don't need a bomb driver and get yourself within.
And if you're
an
approached
iron.
with a tough shot, you've got to do everything in your power to try and relieve yourself of the stresses and the pressure, right? And just for me, it's just as simple as taking a deep breath, right? Taking all the tension out of my arms because I get really stiff and really rigid with my grip and my forearms and my elbow, right? Take all that out of it. Swing easy. Let it happen. The club is there it's designed to hit that ball far. So let it.
Yeah, just do it.
Right? And if you find fairway, great. If you lose it right or left, okay.
Yeah.
Figure it out from there.
Yeah, just go from there.
Right?
You've still got a second shot. You might not hit it. You might not hit your next shot 200. If you can only
But even
hit it
on the second
160,
shots, you've still got a third.
just get it there about. And that equates to a lot of things with your everyday golfer is, or your club golfer is, that you don't think about where to miss it. You just think about 110 to the hole because I'm going to hit it 110. Then before you know it, you've short-sighted yourself or something like that, and you have another 3 from there.
100%.
It's like just thinking of the tiny thing. Okay, well, if I've got 110, I want to miss it further right of the hole because it's tucked left, hit it further right. And if you pull it, well, it's going to get closer.
I think generally
It's so hard to do. It's
it's so hard to do.
But it's a mentality thing.
But the one piece of advice I think you and I can both agree on for this is think about it.
Yeah, just
Think
talk,
about it.
Just talk your way through it. I actually did something today. So I finished off an assessment today.
Cool.
With one of Haskell Golf's Craig Moody.
Nice.
Right. So we just finished it off and we just did a mock assessment tool mental debrief about his previous round. I had to do that.
Yeah, cool.
And yeah, he was explaining that he just sort of like self-talk and just being conscious of what's going on.
Yep.
Just talk to yourself. Just figure it out. Just even if you don't know what you're doing, act like it. You know what I mean? Just
Correct.
Like, just think you know what you're doing, and you eventually learn because you'll be like, well, that doesn't fucking work. I'm not going to do that. Like,
You've said it to me a few times in the last couple of weeks that when I do talk to myself and I go, all right, well, here's the game plan. Game plan. I've got 8 iron into this hole. It's 145 meters. If I aim it here and it cuts, brilliant. If I don't, fair enough. We'll figure it out from there. Pull it off.
yeah. Just go do it.
Generally, when I go through that process, even though it's kind of a casual conversation with myself, it's not like, all right,
is, though.
do this, then this.
It is,
It's
though.
just like,
It is casual.
It's all it's got to be.
It's simple.
It's all it's got to be.
It's casual.
Here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Here's what I've got.
Yeah.
Try and do this. And if it works, it works. Great.
If I miss it,
And
this
then
is
9
where it's
times
going to
out of
end up,
10
and I'm going to be happy with that.
9 times out of 10, you just hear great ball strike, and then it's on target and it's cutting. It's
Yeah,
exactly
before you
how-
know it, you're like, oh, that's what I meant to do.
100%.
No shit. It's
No
just a
shit.
Fucking...
Because you dumbed it down and drew it out.
Yeah.
I know what this this episode's title is going to be.
What?
No bogeys on par 5.
No bogeys on par 5s in capital letters with 15 exclamation marks because, yeah, like I said, it's my biggest like if I make a bogey on a par 5 during a round, it feels like round over.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's not, but it feels like round over.
Feels like a triple.
Even on Saturday, like I birdied 9 and I birdied 12. I unfortunately missed, like I had a harsh slip out for birdie on 18.
Yep.
But I was always putting for birdies and my birdie putts were close.
Yep.
Like I had a 3-footer on 9 and a 3-footer on 12.
Yep.
And 9 was a 2-putt, 12 was an up and down from a good spot.
Yeah.
Right. But it's just sometimes it's like I see like even my old man sometimes has blunders on par 5s, like trying to get there in 2 thinking he's supposed to. Like I get it. He sort of sees me hit driver iron into a par 5 most of 9 times out of 10. Well, at Rosanna anyway. Firmer fairways and they're slightly shorter, sort of 450, 460 sort of range. A couple of them are longer, doesn't matter. But you don't have to do that every time. You can make your birdies by making up and down from 60 meters. And if you give yourself three shots at that, chances are you're going to make one of them playing off a single figure handicap.
Yep.
Well, you hope so anyway.
Absolutely.
And if you don't, take your pars and move on.
Absolutely.
So
let's move quickly
Let's go
on.
on.
You had a little topic you wanted that was suggested to you.
yeah, So one thing that was actually raised to me was my best mate. So I've mentioned him before.
Hang on.
Go.
This is kind of like a return of In the Bin cringe edition.
Sort of, yeah, cringe edition.
Right.
Yeah, let's go with that. So
Let's go.
So my best mate is, I'm going to say new to golf. And when I say new to golf, 12 months. Within 12 months of getting new equipment, getting into it, getting a membership.
Yeah.
He's a member at Yarrambat now. I've mentioned this in episodes before.
Yep.
And I spoke to him on the phone actually on the way here.
Yeah.
Right. And he goes, oh, what topic you're on today? I said, oh, we're just going to branch off, longest day, recent rounds, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he goes, have you ever spoke about like cringy shit beginners do? And I'm like, oh, sort of.
Yeah.
Not really. Why?
No.
He goes, because that'd be funny. That's all he said. It would be funny. So I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, oh, the beginner golfers, and I'm going to do this at his expense.
Yep.
Like he goes, do I do anything that like gets under your skin? I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Why? And he goes, there you go. There's your topic. I'm like,
sick.
Oh,
Good
so
man.
and then it made me think. Then he goes, what are they?
Yep.
And I said, sometimes it's as simple as like these different bits of body language, like the way they put the tee in the ground, or the way they pick the ball up, or the way they hold their club. Like my biggest, for some reason, chuck that club there. My biggest thing, right, for any viewers, for any listeners, you might want to jump. Like, this is not going to make any sense to you, but for anyone watching, you're going to be able to see this when they step up onto the tee box or walking with their golf club. Whoops. Like this. They're holding their club like this. like
it's a walking stick.
Like a fucking walking stick.
Yeah.
Right? They're holding it like that instead of like this.
Yeah.
Like that. For some reason,
Just unnatural golf.
for some reason, that looks so unnatural to me. It looks unnatural and it makes me go, oh, why are you holding it like that? You kind of look like you don't know what you're doing. Which
Correct.
They don't. Which kind of for some reason it makes me
Yeah.
right? Or putting with your glove on, or
Okay, hang on. Before you start rattling them off, let's actually talk it. Like, let's actually do it.
I don't want to. With a marker on your glove, when they have their marker on their glove,
Yeah. Right.
I don't know what it is. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anyone listening. I'm sorry for anyone listening.
You're diving into a lot of tendencies that your mate does.
Yeah,
right?
it's all everything he does.
Unfortunately, the only real beginner that I've got in my life at the moment is my mum.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
mum,
yeah.
I'm apologizing in advance.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
The one thing that she does that actually fucking infuriates me. So she rocks up to the golf club and she'll unpack the car.
Yeah.
She'll put her bag on the trolley, and before she walks away,
Go on.
she
Yeah.
pulls her head covers off, throws them in the boot of the car. It fucking grinds my gears.
I had
And all you hear is ting, ding, 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 ding,
Oh
ding,
my
ding, ding,
God.
ding, ding, ding.
I had-
Because all her 3-woods and hybrids are clattering on each other. And then she goes, that doesn't do anything. I'm like, are you for real?
it's
And here's the thing. My mum has bought herself a nice package set, Callaway package set.
yeah,
And in there is an Odyssey number 7. Like, it's the best golf club in the whole
Yeah,
set.
sick putter.
Right? It's
Yeah.
a sick putter. Rips the club head cover off. In the boot it goes, or shoved in a pocket. So she's carrying them.
Yeah.
They're just shoved in pockets. And her excuse is, oh, but if I take it off after every shot, I'll lose them. I'm like, no. Because what do you do after you hit your shot? She goes, put your club back in the bag. I'm like, and what can you do before that? She goes, put the club head cover back on.
beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
My shout out to my mum. She did a bit winter beginner. Was it winter? No, I think it was summer. Oh, I don't know.
Forward tee.
It was forward tee in the last 12 months.
Yeah,
right?
my mum did
And
it
she
too.
did hers, and it was the exact same thing. We'll go out and play. I'm like, did you lose your head covers? No, they're in the bag. I said, why? and I gave her one of my old Super Select. Scotty Cameron.
okay,
No
yeah.
head cover.
Oh,
Right? So the crown's all dinged up. It's all dinted. Right? I'm like, you can't be serious. I said, where's that head cover? She goes, in the bag. I'm not, I just take it off every time. I said, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So you put it back on, protect the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because if we're rattling around in carts going, fucking.
ding. Yeah, you're in carts, and then all of a sudden you go over a pothole, and you bounce 3 meters in the air. Of course, you're going to damage your golf clubs.
But then there's, on the flip side, iron covers.
Iron covers, correct.
See, here's the thing. I'm on the fence about this. If I see people that get iron covers because they think they might need iron covers but don't actually do it, like if they pull an iron cover off and they have a dirty club head,
Yeah.
I almost walk off.
So-
I almost have to walk away. Whereas I play with there's a few members of the club that have iron covers and the irons are in pristine condition.
if that's you,
perfect.
and you've got pristine irons under those clubhead covers,
My hat goes off.
I back it.
But there's other people that have iron covers because they think they look good. They don't.
That's a whole nother kettle of fish.
It's each their own. I'm not dissing you, but I am. But it's not a dig at your individual character. It must be just the trend.
It's just we don't
thing.
like you. Get rid of the iron head covers.
It must be. I don't know what it is. But yeah, if you pull off that iron head cover and you have a dirty golf club, die.
Yeah.
But if it's pristine, like there's one guy, his name's Ross. Right?
Yeah.
He's remember Rosanna. He has iron covers, and the irons. He had irons that were like 4 or 5 years old and look like hadn't been hit.
Yeah.
Like they were perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I can back that.
Right? I'm like, I respect that. It must
Fair
be
enough.
an organisation ADHD thing.
Yeah, whatever it
I
is.
don't know. OCD thing. That's the one.
OCD.
Either way. Yeah. Anyway.
The other thing,
Yeah. Hit me.
score counters.
Oh yeah, on the side of the bag.
Yeah, the little beads or anything. So here's the thing, right? When I was a young kid, my old man thought that I used to cheat, which I never forgave him for. Right, and he bought me like this little watch-looking thing that I used to strap. He used to make me strap on my wrist and like click it every time I hit a shot. It was like one
One
of
of the
those
cricket counters.
Yeah, like at the nightclub, you're like just checking how many people are in the venue, mate.
Oh no.
And I'm like, mate, what are you doing? He's like, and then we get to the next tee box and be like, hey, reset it. And I'm like, no.
Can't do that.
Like, I had 6 on that hole. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not lying to you.
I'm not.
Anyway.
Maybe like that might be just preventer. If that was by choice, if you did that now
Again,
by
my mum's
choice,
got one by choice because she forgets how many she has.
see that's almost different. But if it's just a thing to have because you think
It's
you need
what
it,
you need.
like if it's a harmless trait, for example, like head covers, if it's a harmless trait or putting with the glove on because you like it because it feels better for you, that's fine. I don't mind that. But it's like the unknowing side of things.
Correct.
Like I feel like if you
Where do you stand? I'm going to ask you this. Where do you stand on rubber top plastic tees?
So I personally, for some reason, I'm a head case with this. When I was a bit younger and I used a couple, I had this really bad driving day where I couldn't hit a tee shot using them. And I was convinced the rubber played a part in that.
Right.
I just don't use them because I like the singular looking, cleaner look of just a little white stick sticking up and the ball's just planted on top instead of just this thing that hugs the ball.
It's got like it's green with a red top and all.
Yeah, I don't.
See, I was the same. I'm the same as you now.
I'm a weird head case like that. I don't use them.
I'm the same as you now, and I made the decision that when I got down to single figures, that maybe I should stop using these pieces of shit and start just using plain white wooden tees. And it was actually Chris Boland because I had a lesson with him years ago, and we were doing driver.
Yeah.
And he goes, "All right," and you got any tees in the bag? I was like, "Yeah, sweet." Pulled out like a handful of these rubber things. He's like, "When are you going to start using just normal white wooden tees?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "You can play." He's like, "Fuck them
See,
off."
it's a weird like expectation that you need to use certain shit the higher up the bag,
Golf
the higher up the
equipment-
standard you go.
Golf equipment in general has those stigmas,
those standards.
those stigmas around it.
Yeah.
Whereas like I forever thought that you can't use Titleist unless you're any good. So all of a sudden I'm busting out the TaylorMade balls and the Shrixon balls and can't buy a Titleist putter or a Scotty Cameron putter. Forget it.
If you can't
What do you
putt.
play off? 13? Nah.
No, brother, no.
Nah, bin it. Right?
No.
But going back onto the topic, so we've had score counters, we've had club head covers.
I don't know what it is. I'm not.
tees.
I don't want to go at anyone's personal belief or preference about what they have. It's if you use it falsely. If you use it with no intention, you just think you need it. That's where I'm like, ah. Whereas, like with the head cover, same thing. With the score counter, if you've got dementia, that's fine. Use them. Use them. That's fine. Click it, and then you can look at them in the next tee box. That's fine. But if you like it because you just like on the next, I'm punching the head. Other than that, it's like, what else was there?
Chippers.
Chippers, I can only back for the older demographic that might not have the speed or the control of actually hitting a wedge shot. That I just personally wouldn't use it. I would only be cringe if I saw like someone of a high standard use it.
Yeah,
that's the only way. Other than that, they're designed for a reason.
Yeah, they're
there for a reason.
They serve their purpose.
They serve their purpose very well. And I've seen people at the golf club of a very older demographic use them very efficiently.
Yeah,
and very well. Yeah, and it's kind of like, why'd you hit that closer than me? I don't like that.
So this isn't particularly aimed at beginners.
No, none of this is. Really,
none of it is.
But it's sort of just branched on the topic that my mate gave me.
Right?
Yeah.
Novelty head covers.
Novelty,
like you know how Rory's got the dog.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Really?
Every now and again, I'm like, and I think, oh, maybe if I found like a cool dragon one that'd make sense.
Yeah, use it though. It's cool. I don't mind that. Really? See, one of the guys.
There's nothing crispier than just like the head cover that goes with the driver.
That goes with the driver. Sometimes it works perfectly. Like I had these other ones that went with my TSR. Yeah. That I used that weren't the original.
The white ones, they were pretty sick.
I liked those, but they weren't novelty or anything.
No,
they were just different.
But I'm talking like the dog or like
Tiger's Tiger.
Tiger's Tiger.
See, one of the guys.
Tiger's probably the only one that you can get away with.
Yeah, because it makes sense.
Because it makes sense.
There's a member at Rosanna. His name's Trent. He uses one that's Iron Man.
Okay.
It's an Iron Man one, and I liked it.
It's kind of sick.
The novelty ones I like. I like them.
I just
if they mean something. If you get one, you just get one of like a koala.
Yeah,
that you're like,
I got it for Christmas
cool.
one year.
I got it for cool. I was like, but it's got to like one means something. But no, I don't mind them. I don't mind the novelty ones because I'd get one that's like a tiger or something.
Let us know if you've got any other cringy things that either just golfers in general might get up to.
What do you find that is cringy as that you watch someone do? You're like, oh, buddy.
I've just thought of one more, and I'm all right.
Yeah,
there's more of like a pace of play thing.
Yeah,
the golfers that no matter where they go on the golf course, the golf bag goes with them. So you know how like when you get to a green, you'll leave your bag over to the corner where like the next tee box is, and then like you'll walk to your ball, even if it's on the opposite side of the green.
Yeah.
Right? Or you'll park up your trolley next to your ball, hit your putt, grab your trolley, put it round to where the tee box is if you're on the opposite side of the planet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The golfers that like every shot go back to the trolley, move it to the next place, move it to the next place, move it to the next place. Got no sense of where the next tee box is and where they should be leaving it. It's really nitpicky. But I've played with a couple of blokes, and particularly very early beginners who probably don't know the etiquette, and they're just going, oh, cool. So I've hit my shot, I go back to my bag. I've hit my shot, I go back to my bag.
Yeah, sort of. I sort of know where you're going.
You know what I mean? It's, like I said, it's really nitpicky.
We tell a lot of, particularly the beginner, not even beginner women specifically. It's anyone that's new to it. Anyone that's new to it, we always say just park your buggy as close as to the next tee box relative to where the green is as you can.
Yeah.
Next tee box there. So when the second you finish that hole, you just walk straight to your bag and you keep going in a straight line to the next tee.
Correct.
It's as fast as line as a straight line sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we just tell them that, and they all get along with that really well.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed that one. I'm not 100%.
Yeah. Again,
it must be just
you guys probably go to the effort to tell your members to do that. I don't think we do. Questions from the second cut. Let us know if you've got any other cringy things.
Yeah, what are your
leave them in
the
comments.
I kind of want to know because I reckon that could go all right with a few things that people can't stand, but you're just like, oh, buddy. It's like,
do you want me to go first?
Go for it.
All right. So this it's a weird one. So every day, at a random time of the day of your choosing, you're placed on a random golf hole, right? You have to make birdie on that golf hole, right? And if you do, you win $1 million for every day that you do it successfully. If you fail, gone, dead.
I die.
Yeah, flat out. How many days are you going for it?
So, wait, can I refuse? Can I refuse to do it
if you want?
So
what's happened, right? I'll tap you on the shoulder and go, Joel, have you played your golf hole today? Yeah. And you go, nah. I'm like, all right, well, anytime you want, you go play a random golf hole. And you get teleported to a random golf hole. You don't know
I have to every day.
You have to every day. and as soon as you take the challenge on, you have to do it every day, and you have to make birdie. And if you do it successfully, it's $1 million. But if you don't, you're out. That's it. Game over. Literally. If you do it, how many days would you do it for?
How many days could I last?
And you can pull out at any time. You can just go, all right, there's 2 million, I'm out.
Oh, so I could. So if you tap me on the shoulder one day and you go, Joel, have you played your golf hole? And you're like, oh, no, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Then can I just wait till the next day?
As soon as you say yes to one day, it's every day after that.
Until I drop out.
Until you go, that's my money made, I'm out.
Oh, I see. How many days could I go, do you reckon?
Correct. Confidently, knowing that it's a random golf hole. So one day,
so I don't pick the hole?
Nah.
Oh.
So you might get first hole at Bundura the first day, and then the next day you got 18 at Pebble Beach, and you have to make birdie.
18, I'd be more happy with 18 at Pebble.
Right? But that's the thing. Like, you don't know what hole you're playing, where you're playing it, what conditions you're playing it in. You just go, all right, I'm ready to play my hole today, and then all of a sudden you're teleported to that spot.
And then every day consecutively
that you do it,
I have to do it within a 24-hour span of
Correct.
that 24 hour, within 12
Correct.
or 12.
Correct.
Oh, how many days? Fuck me dead. I don't know because I don't know what holes I'd be
Would you
put
even
on.
do it once? With that consequence?
I don't think I'd take the chance.
Yeah, neither would I. I thought about this on the way home. I would never do this.
But for my own pride, like, I think the challenge would be like, come on, Joel, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if you made 5 in a row.
So we'll try and explain it again in case people have lost us on the way, because I feel like they might have.
It's a girthy one.
So every day, so if you decide to take this challenge on, every day you'll be placed on a random golf hole.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we'll just say at the same time, 2 p.m. every day you're going to be placed on a random golf hole that you don't know.
As soon as you accept the challenge.
As soon as you accept the challenge.
Yeah.
You have to make birdie on that golf hole.
Yeah.
If you don't, you
die.
Simple. If you do, it's $1 million. And you continue to go every single day at 2 p.m. until you either pull the pin or you die. Simple as. But every time you're successful and make birdie, you win $1 million.
I reckon, all right, I'm going to answer it. 4.
4.
I reckon I can make 4 in a row.
I reckon you got a lot of nuts to say 4.
I'm purely basing it off the fact that I made 4 on Saturday. 4 in a row on Saturday.
Okay, so let's say.
But the problem is, I don't know what holes. I could be given.
Okay.
I could be given fucking.
I'll make it a little bit easier for you then. So you've answered 4 if you don't know. What if I told you that every day at 2 o'clock you're going to play the next hole at Rosanna? So you start on 1, you go to 2, and then 3, and then 4, and so on.
Oh, I go 2 days.
At Rosanna?
Yeah. I reckon I can birdie 1 and 2 more often than I don't.
No.
What?
But you've got to. So you'd pull out after the second hole.
Yeah, once I make birdie on 2, that's it.
Okay. Because you don't like making birdie on 3?
No. I can make birdie on 3, but I'm going to make par more often. I'm going to actually, I probably reckon I'll make bogey more often than I'd make birdie.
Okay, cool. All right.
So I reckon I'll birdie 1 and 2 often.
So you'd go 4 days not knowing what holes you get. What happens if the first day you get 3 at Rosanna?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, man.
This is what it is. I heard a similar question on another podcast, and I was like, "Oh,
no, I don't think 4 now. I don't think 4 now because now you put it like that. Because I could get given fucking 7 at
In fairness, I couldn't do it at all.
If it came down to it, and it actually meant you actually go do it or you don't, I probably wouldn't.
No,
I probably wouldn't.
You can't take the chance.
But for the benefit of the game,
yeah.
For the means of the game.
Yeah, for the joy of answering the question, I'd go 1. I'd have 1 go. If you make birdie, $1 million, no dramas. Let's go.
So I'm not taking my chance anymore.
I'm not taking any more chances. But the chances are I'm off before I'm making birdie.
Yeah, right.
I told you it was a bit of a girthy one.
Yeah. Realistic terms, I wouldn't take the challenge.
God, no. You'd be stupid to.
I'd really like to because I do back myself that I could.
If it wasn't birdie and it was par?
Oh, if it was par, I'd probably... Oh, yeah, true. I'd probably do everything in my power on that golf hole. Because I feel like I can make par on every hole on the planet.
Okay.
I feel like I could.
Yeah.
But doing it... there's still obviously going to be a mistake.
With literally a gun to your head.
There's still going to be mistakes that creep in. I feel like I could.
Keep in mind, this is the same time every tee box. No warm up, no nothing. Just plonked on the first. Plonked on the tee box.
Par, I would take the challenge.
Okay.
I would. I feel like I would.
Birdies, nah.
Birdies are just, you've got to play the hole very well.
Yeah.
Birdie on any hole.
Yeah, cool.
Any
I
hole.
back it. I rate it a lot.
But pars, I'd probably go, righto, come on, fuck it. Let's do it. Because if I can make 5 straight or something like that,
Yeah.
what do you get for birdies? Do you get more for birdies? Or no, you just got to beat
I'll
pars?
say, all right, for pars, it's $500,000.
Okay. Yeah. Birdies are $1 million.
Yeah.
I like it.
And this is the best part about questions from the second cut. We're 44 weeks into this.
Fuck me.
And we are fast running out of questions.
Not even that. It's just they're getting
It's
fucking
gonna get weirder
They're
and
getting
weirder.
All right. Mine is. Would you rather? I didn't actually write this down, so this is all just based off what myself and the Shazza fucking organized.
Shout out Shazza.
So, would you rather? We're gonna say this in terms of Heidelberg. We'll go with Heidelberg. Every time you show up and play your round, you forget the golf course. So it's showing up for the first time ever.
Oh, okay.
So you step on the first tee and you go, oh, right, okay, scope the bunker, scope the water. Okay, maybe I need to hit 2 1 or 3 wood.
Yep.
Get onto 2. You don't know.
Yep.
You don't know. Don't know where to hit it on 7. You don't
So
know where to hit it on 8.
every time you play, it's the first time you play.
Exactly. Every time you play, or every time you play, it's 50K wins, but you know the golf course as best as you can.
Nah, I would. Oh, fuck.
50K wins. So you know the golf course very well.
It's just
but
50.
it's 50K wins. Or you show up and it could be a dead still day like today.
Nah, I'm going to take the gamble and say I'd play it as if I'd never played it before.
Really? I never thought he would do that.
Do you want to know why?
No.
Every time I play a golf course for the first time, I seem to play reasonably well.
Yeah, PK was a good example of that.
Yeah, correct. Maybe the only time where it hasn't.
206 at PK. No, I'm kidding.
But like the first time I played Rosanna,
You did play well.
first time I played St. John, first
You
time I
did play
played
well.
Henley, first time I played SAB with you, right? But that, and this is the big caveat.
I'd kind of pay that.
This is the caveat, right? I kind of would need to rely on someone to show me the way.
No.
Playing by myself.
Not necessarily, but you're not going to have the likes of myself and Marcus talking you through the golf course.
But if I manage to weasel my way into teeing off 3rd or 4th every time, and then hoping that someone makes a comment of like they hit one in the shit and go, oh, don't go there, then I know not to go there.
See, I'm not taking you using rangefinders
Of
and
course,
stuff.
I've still
not
used
taking
all
that
that.
away from you.
But like
you don't know anything. Like
Correct.
15, you're like,
where's this go?
Where's this go? They go, oh, hard down to the left, it runs away. Oh, okay, so I don't need to take driver or 3 wood.
No.
I only need to hit like a 5 iron.
Yeah.
And then you've got a harder shot, like that sort of shit. Like you don't know it at all. You
So
forget.
you 100% you're asking questions and stuff. Of course, I'd rather do that.
Yeah. You'd rather do that than playing 50K wins but know it backwards.
Yeah.
Like every break. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't think you'd do that.
I don't want to play in 50K wins.
No, I know that.
Because I'd be walking down fairways
I know
going,
that,
this sucks.
But you always, like, I feel like you not yourself out to anyone, but you've always expressed, if I wish I'd seen it before. I wish I knew the golf course.
Yeah.
I wish I'd seen it before. Like PK, for example.
Yep.
You're like, fuck, I wish I knew.
Yeah.
Like, and that's probably an outcast.
But unfortunately, Joel, that's what the first time playing every golf course is like. Unless
do you want that pressure every time you go play?
Not really. It's just I kind of feel like if I've got someone I can, or anybody, if someone can just show me.
So you'd rather
where-
go in blind than have to deal with 50Ks?
Because then it's exciting.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Then
I
it's
kind of pay
exciting.
that. I
You
kind of
don't
pay
know
that.
what's coming. Whereas I know, if you're saying I know every blade of grass, I know every break, I know the golf course backwards.
For example,
but
if it's Heidelberg,
50K wins.
If it's Heidelberg,
Right.
you know it as well as you do now, but it's
Right.
50Ks every time you show up.
Right, which I know my golf course pretty
Yeah, you
well.
know
I've been
well.
a member there for 6 years, right?
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
played it every week for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
So I know the place pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
But it's 50K wins. I feel like because, do I have any knowledge of how I'd played it previously?
Yeah.
Okay, well then
You have all your knowledge now.
No.
Everything you've got now, but it's 50Ks.
I could never. I could never. Because I've got such high expectations of how I go around that golf course. And the wind would just eventually just be like, fuck, why can't I do this?
I still would have thought you would go with the wind. No. I don't know why.
I hate playing in the wind.
I know that, but I would have thought
I like playing
rather,
I like playing in our wind, like a little wind, not much wind.
Yeah.
But then
Like
fucking
a breeze or something.
horrible. Very good.
Wow, that caught me off guard.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning into this week's episode of the Gold Jacket, Green Jacket podcast. Pause this podcast right now. Head down to the description.
Yes.
Donate to the longest day. Subscribe to the podcast. Then jump on Spotify. Follow us there. Listen to the episodes over there as well.
Absolutely.
We really do appreciate that as well.
It takes 2 minutes to download $5. Download. donate.
Hang on, I was going to say we don't charge anything to download our podcast,
we
Joel.
don't.
Come on,
No, we
mate.
don't. Jesus.
However, it does take 2 minutes to donate $5 to the
what I was
longest
meant
day.
to say.
So please do that if you get the chance.
Yes.
We do really appreciate it. There's more stuff coming, of course. We're going to record a bunch of stuff on the day. We're going to be making videos. Be patient with us on those.
Correct.
Head over to the YouTube and the Instagram. Show us some love over there. Likes, follows, all that kind of stuff. Leave us comments. Go back and listen to some of our previous questions from the second cut, which is the majority of our TikToks.
Yep.
And, you know, chuck a comment in there. Show us some love. Yep. And we might even, if you've got a question, let us know.
Yeah,
and we'll answer it on the podcast.
We generally do. If we notice there's been a bunch of comments or questions been popping up on the TikTok or Instagram or something like that, we generally answer back, and we use you, or we can use you in the next episodes to come. So
absolutely.
Provide your input.
But other than that, thank you very, very much. We will see you all next week. Hit them very well. We'll see you then. Cheers.